Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Denton, Dallas, and Beyond Cooks. My name is Matt, and as always, I'm here with my buddy Rue. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our page. Don't forget to hit the notification bell in that top right-hand corner. Rue, what are we doing today?
Well, we are going to demonstrate a little bit of cooking arrogance today because we're going to try to actually make something out of rice flour, which if anyone has ever worked with this stuff, you'll know that it has no gluten. So it's really hard to get it to stick together.
Okay.
But through the power of the internet, I have learned many lessons on how to make gluten-free stuff work in the same manner as non-gluten products. So you might wonder, Rue, why are we using rice flour if it's such a pain in the ass to work with?
Well, I'm sure it has to do with what we're cooking today.
Indeed it does. This guy.
We're doing another South Louisiana favorite, red beans and rice. But instead of having a side of rice and then your red beans and the sausage, we're going to put it all in a little dumpling.
Yep. So again, small bites. So it's all going to be foods you can eat with your hand. So the first step of all this is to really get this dough working. So we're going to measure this stuff out. I can tell you that 5/6 of a cup of this flour
Didn't even know that was a measurement.
it actually is, and so it's like just slightly below a cup. And then for every cup, we're going to put 1 to 2 teaspoons, or tablespoons rather, of xanthan gum in there.
And that's what's going to be our gluten agent.
It's going to be our glutenator, the glutenator, and 2 eggs, and we're going to roll up some flour and make some dough. So get ready. Here we go.
See you in a bit. So we've got our dough all rolled out. We did end up having to add at least a half of another egg. It was just a little bit too dry. This is the consistency you're really wanting right here. So now what we have to do is we got these little molds and we got to just cut them out and then we got to put them in our muffin pan.
So we're going to par bake this dough off just a little bit at 350, probably for about 5 or 6 minutes. And then we're going to come back and we're going to add our red beans and rice filling. Now for the sake of convenience, I have went ahead and made the red beans and rice ahead of time, froze them in small molds so that they should be the perfect size to fit in this muffin tin. So we'll get this all together and we'll be right back with you.
Before placing your dough in the pan, make sure you give it a hearty helping of your favorite non-stick spray or just some good old-fashioned butter. As you are placing the dough into the pan, be careful not to poke a hole through the bottom, as all of your good stuffing will pour out upon you as you try to take your first yummy bite.
Okay, Rube, I've got the dough all rolled out and I've got them nicely fitted in here in all their individual cups. Why don't you get some butter on there and we'll get them in the oven.
So one of the most important things that you can do to get this recipe exactly correct is to add as much butter to it as you possibly can. So if you remember, we added some bacon lard inside. Now we're going to add some butter lard outside.
Let's do it.
So let's make it happen, Kevin.
Are we sprinkling Old Bay on this by any chance?
I don't see how that would hurt, Matt.
It's sitting right there on the counter. We forgot to put it up, so I figured we might as well make good use of it.
You know, McCormick, we really do love you. So please, if you can bring the money to the people, bring the money to the people. Okay. So drizzle a little bit of that on there, and then we're gonna put this in the oven for, again, 350 for about 6 minutes. That'll give us a nice little toast. It'll also keep the red beans and rice mixture from getting soggy and going through the bottom of this cup. So, we ready? Let's do it. Okay, so we've got the food, our dough actually par cooked off. Took about 8 minutes to get us where we needed to be. So now we're gonna go for about that same amount of time with our red beans and rice filling. This red bean is a classic recipe, lots of pork, lots of beautiful camellia beans. Only bean you should ever use when you're cooking red beans and rice. So we're gonna scoop it in there to about halfway, and we're gonna stick her back in the oven again for about 8 minutes.
Okay, we are back, and it's time for the favorite part.
Yep.
We get to taste this thing. We got them out of the oven. They've cooled off just a little bit. Don't recommend eating them right away. Might burn your tongue.
Yeah, I wonder how we know that. Anyway,
So just sprinkled a little sea salt on top of them. Got a little parsley just for color, and what the heck.
and I'm going to add a little dollop of Daisy. Also we would appreciate any sponsorship that Daisy brands would bring to the show because we love this product.
So use it a lot.
We do.
All right, let's try this.
All right, here we go.
Nice. Hold together.
Ooh.
Hold it for you, sir.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Cheers.
Cheers. Damn, that's good.
I don't think you used enough pork. Said no one.
Ever. Holy moly. So, yes.
The dough held together very well. I'm very impressed.
Well, I would say with all of the science that went into this, I mean, who in the hell knew what xanthan gum was?
Xanthan gum works, apparently. So, I'm going to take it back.
Yeah, well, you do that. And whilst Matt is chewing in this, I will remind you that if you want to leave feedback for us, you can do so at info@DentonDallasandBeyond.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at 940-320-9097. Matt, what else should they be doing, buddy?
You should definitely go to our YouTube page. We're going to keep bugging you until we get the amount of subscribers we want. You got to hit that notification bell, and we will never have enough subscribers.
Yep, that is true. You bring your subscription to this channel, and we will bring the food love to you. And with that, we hope that all of your sautés and sauternes turn out perfectly.
Bye.